Assalamu alaikum student of class metric. You are having 6th chapter of your English literature. Chapter name is King Faisal. Today in this lecture I will explain you this chapter and read it for you, and you have to listen to me very carefully. Yes, about King Faisal. He was born in 1907. He was the second son of King Abdul Aziz ibn Saud, and he received religious education, and he was a maternal grandfather of Sheikh Abdullah bin Abdul Latif, and he was the governor of Hijaz just 20 years when he was just 20 years old, and he was the eldest son of Abdul Aziz. Now, qualities of King Faisal. King Faisal has the leadership quality. He was an able ruler, and he ruled the country very wisely and justly, and the main progress done in many fields are: in 1964 he was made the king by the Council of Ministers. And next is development. How many developments were done in the reign tenure of King Faisal? Production of mineral oil is the main source of income, and King Faisal had set up many factories, set up mills, opened new schools, universities, spread a network of hospitals, dispensaries, and a vast area of desert under cultivation. All these are developments done by King Faisal in that time period. And why King Faisal was against the state of Israel? Because of its enmity towards Arab. Because Israelites set Alaska Mosque on fire in that time period and made every possible efforts to get back the Arab territories under the illegal occupation of Israel. That is the reason of against the Israel, and he strengthened the Arab. In that way they were against the Israel. Now come to the last one, that is about the death of King Faisal. King Faisal died in 25th March 1975 by a wicked nephew, stabbed him, lived like a soldier and died like a martyr. All felt sorry over his death. We had lost a sincere and bold leader, and all of the country people mourn his death. So there are some of the important points jotted down by me for you people regarding King Faisal. How King Faisal ruled the country, and how many developments he had done in his time period. Now class, what you have to do, you have to take out your book and start reading this chapter, page number 20. The late King Faisal of Saudi Arabia was born in 1907 and was the second son of King Abdul Aziz ibn Saud. He received religious education from his maternal grandfather Sheikh Abdullah bin Abdul Latif. After completing his education at an early age, Faisal started taking interest in the affairs of the state and helped his father in governing the country. He was made governor of Hijaz when he was 20 years old. Later on, he served as a Saudi foreign minister, visiting several countries of the world, where he held important discussion and gained a great deal of experience. He also had the opportunity of holding the command of armed forces of his country. After the death of King Abdul Aziz, his eldest son Saud became the king. Faisal was made the crown prince and prime minister in 1958. Saudi Arabia was in serious difficulties at that time. Faisal used his kingdom and intelligence to overcome these difficulties. In 1960, he resigned from the post of Prime Minister but accepted it again in 1962. His eldest brother, King Saud, fell seriously in 1964, and Faisal was chosen as a king by the Council of Ministers. King Faisal was devoted to Islam. He was a great Muslim leader and led a simple life. He did his best to see his people live according to the teaching of Islam. He possessed a great qualities of leadership and proved to be an able ruler. He loved his people and ruled the country wisely and justly. Under his rule, Saudi Arabia made great progress in many fields. He spent a lot of money on the development of his country. The main source of income of Saudi Arabia is mineral oil, and he made every possible effort to increase its production. New factories and mills were set up in Saudi Arabia. Industry made great progress. Vast area of desert were irrigated, and new land were brought under cultivation. King Faisal considered education very important for the progress of his people. He opened many schools where education is free for all. He set up several universities where students are given free education, but also awarded stipend to meet other needs as well. He also spread a network of hospitals and dispensaries all over his vast kingdom. Now a Bedouin living even 1,000 kilometers from the capital will find a hospital or dispensary not far from where he lives. If you visit KSA, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, you will find hundreds of Pakistani doctors, nurses, teachers serving their Arab brethren. The king helped the great needy and poor people and provided many difficult facilities to the pilgrims. He had a strong wish to unite the Muslim of the world and did his best to bring the Muslim living in different countries closer together. His services in making the Muslim conscious of the need for brotherhood can never be forgotten. It is now the duty of the Muslims to continue his struggle for the achievement of this unity. He practiced what he preached and assisted the Muslim countries of the world. He was an equal partner with Pakistan in holding the Islamic Summit Conference held in Lahore in 1974. King Faisal was a sincere friend and well-wisher of the people of Pakistan. He gave generous help to his people on several occasions. Perhaps no one outside Pakistan could be more unhappy than King Faisal on the separation of East Pakistan, which is now Bangladesh. He was against the Strait of Israel because of its enmity towards the Arab. He strengthened the Arab in their war against Israel. He felt deeply grieved when Israel set Al-Aqsa Mosque on fire. He made every possible effort to get back the Arab territories under the illegal occupation of Israel. This great king died in an assault by a wicked nephew by his own. On 25th March 1975, the Muslims all over the world mourned his death. The people of Pakistan in particular felt deep grief at this sad news. There was not a single house in Pakistan which didn't mourn his death as if an elder of the family had passed away. He lived like a soldier and died like a martyr. With his death, not only Saudi Arabia but also the whole Muslim world has lost a sincere and bold leader. He was a religious leader of Muslim and the guardian of the holy places of Makkatul Mukarramah and Medina. The Muslim of the world who gave great love and respect for him will remember him as a noble and pious Muslim leader, and the name shall never be live forever in their hearts. Now class metric. This is the reading of this chapter from your book. In my next lecture I will provide you the notes of this chapter. So be with me and follow my lecture and complete your assignment and get ready for the test which will be held on inshallah 25th of August. So get ready for that. And you are having two topics for the test. First poem, The Voice of God, and the second is The Wise Caliph. 10 MCQs will be there, 3 questions will be there, and you have to be given the online test. Okay, for an hour, 1 घंटे का टेस्ट होगा. Be with us. Okay, Allah Hafiz. And follow my instruction. Complete your copies and bring your copies for correction on every Wednesday. We will be available in the school with complete SOPs. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.